What up, y'all? My name is Faith. Welcome back to all my current subscribers. Welcome to any new subscribers. We're here today to do a general message for the collective. Keep in mind, it is general for the collective. So if it doesn't resonate, go ahead and keep it pushing. This can be the past, the present, or the future. Gender roles can be switched as well as zodiac signs. Put it where it needs to go or leave it behind. Okay, so let's see what we need to know for our highest good, for our highest timeline. There's quite a few things that I wanted to mention that I feel are in the energy. A few questions, something about different energies. I also may bring up examples of stuff I've gone through to give y'all like a better understanding of like when I talk about seeing the lesson within like the trauma or the situation, like how you can try to alchemize it. So, first, what are you being challenged with currently? For example, in my soul contract, mine is releasing control and balance. There's also fire energy, Aries energy, and knowing what fuels you in order to like be a service to the collective. Not a service, but like be of service, be like a blessing to others, things of that nature. What does it take for you to achieve your dreams? Cost versus benefit is what usually people are like invested in, but looking at how the benefit may outweigh the cost long term. Also, what can you release to feel unburdened in 2026? Because we're currently in a year 9. And what do you need to release in order to go into the year 1, the new cycle? Like, what have you been experiencing over the past 9 years? What can you release? What can you shift out of in order to learn the lessons and not stay in this cyclical cycle? Also, glitches, deja vu. The full moon is tomorrow. Distorted energy, as well as just knowing what happened back in 2016, 2008, like these cycles, what is like reoccurring that may seem like traumatic. Is it like health issues? Is it family? Is it work? Is it finances? What is it that you feel like you keep experiencing? And are you learning the lesson? So, for example, for me, I dealt with have like wanting to like try to control things, right? Previously, and I had a really devastating miscarriage, and that was, me surrendering and knowing that God has a bigger plan for me and my family and how we're growing. And then I also had an ectopic pregnancy, and y'all may not know about that stuff, but like that can be those things can be life changing. So I'm just trying to show you that like even in situations, I'm not just like talking about the small stuff. I'm also talking about the big stuff. Like there are certain situations that no matter how tough they are, um, you can still see like the blessing within the lesson, even though it's like very hard to see it while you're in the moment. There's still something to be learned, right? So that could be big stuff, that could be small stuff, that could be family, that could be loss, things of that nature. We came here with the soul contract to learn, to evolve, to grow in order to not stay stuck in a cycle, right? To not see this as happening to us, but happening for us. And in the moments, it's very hard to see how that could be helpful for us. But if you look back at like other parts of your life, like what the cycle or pattern is in order to recognize it and then accept it and surrender, that may help you to start moving through it more fluidly, is what I'm trying to say. And obviously, like there's devastating things that occur, like fires and like floods and things of that nature that are like, how can you see the benefit in that? But material things come and go, and it's it brings us back to focusing on what really matters, right? So all that being said, I wasn't going to bring that up, but I keep feeling called to discuss it. So maybe that'll help some people in here know that I'm not just like, I don't know. People can think whatever they want. It's not my job to change people's opinions, but I was just trying to give you all examples of like situations, no matter the difficulty, still can be viewed at a higher vantage point of it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. That's also why I made this card. Love is never lost, no matter what is happening in your life and in your situation. The divine is still trying to show you that they are with you always. So whatever you subscribe to, it's all about being able to like get a calm within the storm, be the eye of the storm, and not let the storm take over you, right? Not let this guy burden you. And in my tarot deck, I shackled him up myself because he has no power. So let's go ahead and get started. That was just the energy that I wanted to discuss so that we can move forward, because there is a full moon tomorrow. So releasing energies so that you can go towards the sun. Okay, so let's see what we need to know for our highest good, for our highest timeline. We have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, opening up your heart chakra and the journey. Wow, I just talked for 6 minutes. Sorry, y'all. Some of y'all may not even watch all that, but whatever. Okay, so let's see what we need to know for our highest good, for our highest timeline. What do we need to know about this energy? What can we release to unburden ourselves? We have the temple path. We have heart chakra energy, the moon, so full moon cycle. So it feels like opening up your heart, going with releasing, is going to lead on this temple path. Some woman holding a coin. So maybe whatever you're feeling fueled by with this this Aries energy and fire energy, how can you use that to bring benefit to where you're balanced? Balance energy. Yeah, didn't I say that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So that is the sacral chakra. Positive affirmation for the sacral chakra is I am a creative person. So using your creativity in order to have benefits, whether it's in community, whether it's in material harvest, reward, recognition, whatever fits your fancy. Okay. We have passion ignited. Exactly. That's the energy I'm talking about. Okay. What do we need to know about this energy for our highest good, for our highest timeline? Material and spiritual prosperity. Allowing yourself to flow with the energy in order to gain a higher perspective. Going within so you don't go without. All right. What else do we need to know about this energy for our highest good? Oh, well, I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Moving on. Okay. So leaving the past behind, going towards the future, and base chakra, having a solid foundation. Okay, fertility. Alrighty. June, you could be a Gemini or something could be happening in June, vacation time. Okay, we have dealings, relationship with an older woman. We have great personal sorrow. Again, learning the lessons from sorrow. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So despite the sorrow that we go through, it's supposed to like make us wiser. So we're supposed to learn from it, even though, sometimes it's hard to learn the lesson. Good advice from a wise person. Okay. So let's do some tarot. We have Queen of Pentacles. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy and judgment. All right. So, I don't worry about other people judging me because my maker is my judge. So, and I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion or whatever, but this is just to hopefully go forward with more enthusiasm and know that this is all like a part of Earth School. So do what you will with that information. And you can also be your own personal guide in your life, just ask your higher self, your higher source, whatever you subscribe to, and they will assist you. All right, so we have Ace of Swords. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. The truth will set you free. I also see this as the divine handing you a suit of armor to protect yourself from any competition or combatancy. We have the Ten of Cups, so happily ever after, leaving anxiety behind, whatever used to bring you anxiety. This like left out energy. All right, let's see what that's about. Lovers. Okay, so more Gemini energy and burdens. Okay, so maybe there was some situation. I mean, that could also be like just feeling like loss, the great personal sorrow, giving anxiety because of burdens for you and your lovers or some past relationship. But it looks like that's in the past because there's a new beginning. Seven of Cups. That doesn't mean there's, not always, there's never going to be a new lesson. But the divine is saying, like, if you learn the lesson, we don't have to keep doing this over and over again. All right, so 11:33 and 11:44 could be important for you. So, okay. Co-create with spirit, the crow spirit. All right, and surrender now. Again, surrender, that theme of surrendering to the divine. Releasing instead of fighting the current. Floating instead of trying to fight against it. So think on your feet and use your mind wisely. Eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Okay. So let's get some of these. Release. How can you transmute the energy? So that's also Saint Germain, the violet flame. So how can you use the storm and like transmute the energy, any like past trauma, harm, lessons to transmute it into like something else, go towards the sun, right? And if you don't know about that information, you can do your own research, so, or not, whatever fits you. The portal, going into a new timeline. It all depends on the decisions you make for yourself, This is all your free will. The Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is ever changing and moving. Divine, fate, the angels. The Magician. You have the free will and the backing to change your circumstances. Look, another angel. Archangel Michael. I like to call him Jesus's police force. All right, you have come back to the start to see what you missed before. You've had the power all along. You just need to believe it. Again, the same type of energy of you need to just know that it's within you, not without. It reminds me of the scripture of Jesus going in and flipping tables. Your dreams are never farther than you can reach. So go after them. All right, so let's get an angel number. I'm going to pull one of these. Not for you. So like leaving this past behind, leaving any type of like sorrow, knowing that sometimes you will break before you bloom, breaking into bloom, time, liberation, and understanding that this sorrow was meant to, this sorrow was meant to like break open your heart chakra. Council of Light, again, the ascended masters, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So they're with you, trying to help you to align with the timeline that you are meant to go towards. 1414, light up. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. Again, learning that everything these are all supposed to, you're supposed to look at it with like more of like, how is this helping me, instead of like, why is this happening to me? The woe is me victim thing doesn't help anyone, doesn't serve yourself, doesn't serve anyone, right? So we have 111, intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and vision a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. This is all a part of the process. All right. Thanks for your time and energy. I'm out.